Party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Ross moving, Lowe's, Rumble, Aldo, Nice is the uncle.
I think we all put on this earth for something great, something greater than ourselves. But it's up to us to figure out what that is and just to align our thoughts with action and reality and just don't stop. Out of all my little partners, my little son Militon is like the only one kind of me and him on the same wavelength in a sense of we'll put it all on the line. We're going to grind out. We're going to stay down till shit pop. We always have these little deep, introspective type conversations numerous times out the day, numerous times out the week. And with this just brings me to my next point. Me and him was cracking up the other day, just running it. I was telling my son, I'm like, damn, dog, ain't that crazy how many people just be copped out on some flunky shit? In the sense of, you got the philosophical type person that be on some like, man, it's deeper to life than materialistic type shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not here for that, man. I'm just here for, X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm talking about. All that type of shit, because shit ain't happened to happen. Then the other type of person you got is the family man type of person. This cat is not even goddamn 32, 31, want to be all serious with their old lady, have a bunch of kids, and really pretty much stop the self-development and then just be cool with whatever life hands them. Long story short, bro, you got to watch out for these type of people, bro.
Damn. I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo Nice.
It's your boy Rod Smooth.
Wow, it's your boy Los, a.k.a. CAP.
Hey, man, I talk to y'all boys a lot. But I don't talk to y'all boys multiple times a day. It's just, that feels like he talked to Militon a lot.
Militon. I didn't even know he had a friend named Militon. I want Militon to come to Best Friend Weekend. Weekend. But do you talk to anybody multiple times a day?
Shit, no. Not on the phone?
No.
I do.
That's a lot of talking on there.
I do. I talk to Cody Ray about 4-5 times a day on the phone.
Oh, he hit you with them ducks. We call them shits these ducks. Maybe I'm assuming he hit you with them ducks. Might not be them
I'm
ducks.
lost. What's them ducks?
Them ducks
when you're
is
driving.
Yeah, I told you about them ducks before, Los.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have a homeboy. Shout out, this podcast is brought to you by Duck 1914. Man, Duck was one of our frat brothers in New Orleans. And boy had the avalanche when the avalanche was hot. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
The avalanche when the avalanche was hot. You hear me?
Ooh.
I tell you all you need to know. So he used to pull up to campus and pick up me and the Harry. So I would always ride shotgun, the Harry ride in the back seat, and we used to call each other crew, man. You know what I'm saying? It was crew. Mm-hmm. Where crew going this weekend? And this is the first time we got exposed to them ducks. What Duck used to do is he'd pick up the phone and he'd be like, ring, ring, ring. Hey, girl, what you doing? Oh, you doing that? Shit, what you had done earlier today? Okay, yeah. Well, we rolling the whatever. All right, well, I'm going to holler at you later. Mm-hmm. And that man would just hang up. Like, phone calls, like, a minute and a half, 2 minutes at the most, and he would hit like 2-3 little chicks, boom, 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 like 2-minute conversations. Mm-hmm. Then we go to do what we doing. We get back in the car, boom, he doing it again. Hit him with them ducks. Just a whole bunch of little 2-minute conversations. Like, I'm calling you, I'm thinking about you. What's happening?
Yeah.
That's some next thing. So, do Cody Ray be hitting you with them ducks, like 2-minute conversations, or they be like mutual. 15-minute conversations?
It's mutual. It's deep conversations. We usually something come up and we want to talk about it, and so like they're micro in the grand scheme of phone conversations. Because if you know me, I could stay on the phone forever, especially if I'm in the car. But they're micro, so probably 10 minutes per conversation. But sometimes they're way longer than that, especially if I've got a 30-minute drive. I'm very selfish. When I get to my destination, I'll usually be like, oh, well, all right then. Shit, it's all good.
Roger definitely hit me with one of those before. He told me, say, hey,
talk
say,
the
hey
whole
man,
time
I'm just
and get to
leaving.
work.
I'm just leaving work. I just want somebody to talk to on the way home.
Nothing is
What?
worse than getting where you're going and sitting in the car and still being like, okay, well, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm parked.
Then I maybe like, oh yeah, I got one more thing to tell you. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. Oh, did I tell you? Woo, you be like, hey man.
Well, I told you that burned my boot out like a month ago.
It's
Yeah.
Militon's friend that does that very often.
I wonder if Rumble called that man Meliton, that nigga, you think he called Rumble like cornbread dressing or something? Boudin? Boudin. What up, Boudin? What up, little Boudin?
Little Dan Dan.
Corn pudding. They call him corn
Pudding.
pudding. Okay, so can you help me make sense of what Rumble was just talking about, if y'all don't mind? Cause like some cats get married and some cats be deep and introspective.
He kind of lost me with this in a little bit. I think what he talking about dudes who go ahead and commit to life early. They married and they chilling. They ain't doing too much. They got a family. In their 20s and they chilling. They ain't really doing too much. They just cool. Going to work, coming home, being a family man. I don't know about the other one he was talking about. I haven't met those guys before, but I have some little young dudes who real deep and think they got life figured out at 23.
Okay,
24.
so he not comparing them against each other. He just saying watch both of them do.
Watch
both of them. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was.
Similar
That's
dudes
what he lost
20.
me. I thought he was saying compare the two. Got you.
Yeah, it's like you talking to a little dude 24, 25 trying to tell you, see what you got to do in this life. You got to make sure you invest and we got to build with our people. See what I'm saying? Because if we don't, we going to be lost. We already lost souls out here. But we
already the lost tribe of Israel.
I'm starting, me and my homeboy starting a Black Wall Street over there. Where that abandoned Kroger's is around the corner. We starting a Black Wall Street over there. Like, he one of them dudes.
You know what? Now that you kind of bringing that to light, what's funny is that sometimes I find myself in a group, like a group of youngsters, like people that's way younger than me, and they got one dude that does think he the OG, but he don't know that I'm actually like the OG by like 10 years.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, he like trying to spit that same wisdom, and I'm looking at him like with the Charles Rogers face. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I blew a day. Like I'm looking at him like that, like, bro, you have no clue what you're talking about right now. So 100%, I'm on the same court as Rumble in that light. But the people that want to get married and whatnot early, I think
I'm cool with that.
I think it's different strokes for different folks, and if you wanna hop into that life early, then that's you. That's not the same thing.
I mean, I feel like some people, he just saying watching both, I guess. So some people who get married young, I mean, I think that it would be something that would burn my boot. Is like those cats who do like choose to have that family man life, but then when they get out, be choosing to act like nigga, I'm still with the shits. Like boy,
that nigga ain't like that.
You're not like,
you gotta realize
you're not like that no more.
Yeah. Where the bitch is?
Yeah.
You got to realize, dudes like that, your good years, you married with a kid, in the house trying to be good. So anytime, when you turn 33, 34, 35, people, we start winding down a little bit. You just getting going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, my kids are about to get out, man. What y'all doing this weekend? What you mean? What we doing, nigga? We old.
But we out Tuesday, Wednesday.
Now. We about 40.
Hey man, boy hit you on a Wednesday. Time I say you getting out tonight? No, boy, just got home from work.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about, man? Come on, man. We finna go over here.
It's no right.
Chilling.
It's no wrong or right way to do it, right? It's like them cats who have kids when they like in college or like real young, like you, Los, even like when people have kids in like their early 20s, and then they like. They son like going to college when they like 40 and they like, oh yeah, man, like my kid real good at this and I'm out here. That's cool. It's cool to have, right? But it's also cool to not have had kids until you're in your like to live all the way up until like your mid 30s and not have that responsibility of having kids. Is also like you labeled it your best years, Los. Like like I mean. I don't know if I'd have done half the stuff I would have done if I would have decided to say, hey, let me get married at 25 years old. Like,
oh Lord. I mean, having a kid at 24 was still rough. You know what I mean?
I'm just worried. I'm worried about myself in that if I would be like, shit, I'm about to go post up on campus by Lil Roger Jr. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40 and I still look kind of young. Shit, I'm going to go post up on campus, wait for him to get out. and go walk the campus, and got college intentions on my mind if I'm that young. So I'm glad
Where
that I got to get all of that out of
where
my
y'all
system.
hooping at, right, Lil Roger Jr.?
Yeah, where y'all hooping that shit? What's going on in the cab? What they
y'all
serving
on
in the
that
cab
2K
tonight?
Lil Roger Jr. cutting?
Hey, let's smooth. Let me hold your
Yeah,
campus
man.
card. Let me hold your little campus card. I'm gonna give you some Chick-fil-A.
Because you will look like Lil Roger Jr. Y'all will look similar, cutting.
No, huh? They got a cute. They got a cute party this weekend, huh?
Come on, I know we're going.
No, that's
Got me
you.
a fresh pair. Got you a fresh pair of skinnies and Vans.
Ooh, Roger Jr. When you go and get them J's come out this weekend, give me a pair too.
Wait.
Yeah, here.
Dang.
Give me a little card. Here.
I mean, that's
certain
that's
parts of
not
that
a
sound
horrible
cooler.
thought.
Certain parts of that sound cooler
dope.
than other parts. Right.
I mean, 60 years old with my glasses on the tip of my nose, talking about do your lesson, rather than what's going down at Bourgeois tonight. I guess they both have their pros and cons.
I think people like, at this stage in our life, we decided, hey, if we ever gonna have the kids in the family structure and we trying to start soon, then I mean that is just incumbent upon us to stay young, to stay pat-like until our mid-50s, to where we still Rick Fox out 60. Here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because every time I see PAT look every bit of 30, 34.
That's just incumbent on us to stay hooping and stay in the gym and stay in shape until you're 50. And then when you're 50, you're like, oh yeah, do your work. But you don't have them glasses on the tip of your nose, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of live at 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey boy, sit your ass down, do your work.
I think what's important is to give your son. I guess this is very son centric. To give your son one hard fought, all you can do basketball game before you call it quits.
Before you start beating your ass.
I got one in me. I got the copper fit on. I got new basketball.
Bengate up.
I popped 2 Advils.
Yeah,
we gonna go at it. It's gonna be me versus you, and we gonna see. I might lose, I might win, but my
dad. Okay, so I know both of you guys had older dads than me, right? My dad was 31 when I was born. How old was Carl, and how old was Tony?
38, 39. One on 38, 39.
40.
Okay, so both of y'all had damn near 40. My dad was 31. I can't, my dad, basketball wasn't really his thing. So I remember giving him work at 12, 13. All he wanted to do was post up, but I was like, come here. Come get this jumper. You can't. You're not doing nothing with it. But baseball, the dude he's out of control. He was out of control, good at softball. I couldn't mess with him in that way. And I say that to say that wasn't really a sport. So basketball, I never really had that competition where it was my pops wanted to get on the court with me. So I mean, I don't know what age that would be. Like Los, y'all saying your daddy was 40, couldn't? My dad was 6'6", dog.
So
he's still giving you work until you was how old?
Dog, he was backing me down in that thing. I couldn't do nothing with 6'6", 255 until I got probably my sophomore year, my ninth grade or sophomore year.
Okay, so we talking about the same age range, 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, but I had to play. You know what I mean? Because he had a need long enough to if I'm playing, he can get to me and just give me that bow.
Yeah,
I couldn't make a smooth layup. I was quicker than him and all that, but then he get the ball, he just back me down that thing, turn over and shoot that little
ugly hook, huh?
I ain't know he had a fadeaway. My dad had a nice little pretty shot, a little fadeaway.
Hey, bruh. So basketball, this is how I feel about my dad in basketball. I felt like he could beat me at one point in time. Of course, he was,
a man. I was young, and I was a man. I was a child.
Yeah, but he used to let me win. He knew how much I loved basketball. That was my first sport love. And then I felt like when I got around to I'm aware and I'm nice in basketball, he couldn't beat me no more because age for him and an ability for me, and you know what I'm saying, that whole dynamic.
Yeah.
The more I guess relevant as I got an older brother, so my brother's 15 years older than me.
Got you.
So that's kind of fatherly age. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna do this to my kid because I feel like it was kind of cheap. But Tony played me one time when he was for the last time. I don't know. He was in his 30s though, and he beat me. It was a good game. He beat me, and he said, "I'm done." And he never played me again.
Well, hey, that's funny.
Because he knew, give me a year on him, and he's not going to score.
Yeah.
But he played me when it was a good game, and he quit.
My brother, 18 years older than me, he used to kill me at everything, dog. Like, I ain't just talking about, like, just beat me by, no, he used to smash me and then pause. He used to kill me and then
knock me down. He used to run through me and then he would take it. He used to put it
almost
on
like a train. It's almost like a train.
How many little acronyms you gonna use, Los? That man used to do me from behind, and then
that boy used to slaughter me.
Didn't let me hit nothing.
But nah, that boy used to. I'm about to say another one. But yeah, that boy used to kill me. He used to do me bad out there, bro. Like I mean, football, basketball, anything. He'd be talking shit. I'm talking about even when I was like 5, where it was wild, man.
I can see.
But I got in high school. It was over
doing you bad, Nick. I can see him doing you bad. Shut up, little brother.
Yeah. Say uncle.
Bro. Oh yeah.
Had me in the finger fold for an hour, dog. Like,
I mean, like I say, I say this about sports all the time. That I grew up in kind of a little neighborhood and around people that was a lot of cousin centric and family centric. And you know, my older cousin Ashley was like kind of like my competition in sports and stuff. But I distinctly remember this. Like I used to beat him at basketball when I was like 11. Like that man wasn't necessarily good at basketball. Like he was good at baseball. He could play baseball and he was quarterback his football team in high school. So he was like whatever. But those aren't sports you just play one-on-one. One-on-one is like basketball. And I used to give him work. Like we was about the same height when I was 11, 12. So like that. So I never really had that great competition. Like I used to I told this to Raj before when I used to go by Tim House and it'd be sometimes you'd be over there, Raj, and it'd be like me, you, Jared, and Tim playing basketball. And we used to me, you, Derek, and Tim. Jared wouldn't even play. We would like be like, nah, Jared, you're too small to play. You remember that, Raj?
Yeah.
he used to be sitting there pissed crying because he couldn't play, but it's like I just remember distinctly a lot of times like not being the older one in our group to not be able to like have this 15-year-old, 12-year-old person older than me. I mean, that's like I have this mountain to climb. I just never really had that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I came up in the hood like we played, you know.
I mean, neighborhood niggas, but
them boys, them grown man come out there and give you the business. Boy.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of that. I mean, just it was whatever, man. And I mean, you know, I guess that shaped how my sports was, and I guess that kind of burns my boudin. But let me tell you some other things that burn my boudin this week. Okay, I got 3 distinct ones, right? So the first thing that burns my boudin is not knowing the meaning of challenges, bro.
I definitely don't know the meaning.
That so the one that I've been on this week. So basically, you know, I'm knowing a lot of things. Doc's showing me a lot of things. So she was telling me earlier last week about like they got this one where some guys wrote this article. I mean, not an article. It was a clinical research study called "The Prevalence of Unprofessional Social Media Content Amongst Young Vascular Surgeons." And they presented it at the 47th Annual Symposium of the Society of Clinical Vascular Surgery in 2019. I know that sounds like a lot.
What does that acronym stand for?
I know that there's no acronym in anything that I just said.
I was just about to say, Raj, he didn't say nothing about that. He didn't say anything.
The National, what was it? The National Association for the Advancement of Vascular. What
the NAAVP, vascular people. No. So anyway. So the name of the article was "The Prevalence of Unprofessional Social Media Content Amongst Young Vascular Surgeons." And like these little dudes, some I mean, I don't know, they seem like some foreign dudes wrote the article. And basically they said potentially unprofessional content on social media of young vascular surgeons include holding and consuming alcohol, inappropriate attire, censored profanity. Inappropriate attire can also include pictures in underwear, provocative Halloween costumes, and provocative posing in bikinis or swimwear. So that kind of went viral amongst the doctor community to where, obviously, female surgeons were like, and female doctors was like, I can wear a bikini and it not be inappropriate. Like, how can you have a picture with your shirt off and whatever, and whatever. So then they started a specific hashtag. I don't remember exactly what the hashtag is, and they started
no scrub. No scrub challenge.
The side titty daddy.
Yeah.
Dr. Titties.
Dr. Titty Daddy.
Dr. Titty Daddy. Anyway, so they started the challenge and they all started doing it. And they started posting themselves in bikinis. And then obviously it started with that. And that's how it started. But then I was on YouTube the other day, Yahoo, and it was like, hashtag bikini doctors. It's just not, it's people, and it's like, you a doctor of theology, bruh. You a doctor of you the superintendent of a school system, so you're that kind of doctor. Or, you know what I'm saying? And then they all just got bikinis on. It's not even doctors no more. It's nurse practitioners, it's nurses talking about hashtag bikinis. Like, I hate when it's
daycare van drivers because they wear scrubs every day.
What's that? Daycare van drivers with bikinis on.
Yeah, they wear scrubs, man.
The thing is, I hate when people don't know the meaning of a challenge and they just do it. Like, I don't know, Raj, are you the type of person that if you see something, you're just like, I don't know where it came from, but it looked cool, I'm gonna do it?
No, I've never been that type of person. I mean, I'm not a critic of it, quite like you are, but I just don't participate because the first thing that comes to my mind is who came up with this. And sometimes I see things online, and specifically I saw something, and I'm, we've picked on this person before, but I saw something online recently, and I wondered if that was her that came up with that, like trying to start something. And I'm and I think that I don't know why I think that's lame. I just really think that that's lame when you're trying to start the challenge. But somebody because what if it actually becomes a challenge? Right? Exactly. Yeah. I know, but I guess the lame part about it is that you're not cool enough to start a challenge to me. I
don't think you gotta be cool. You just gotta be something to catch on. Like,
no, you gotta be cool. You can't just be any regular person and start a challenge. And somebody be like, "Oh, that's okay. Damn, that looks fun."
Like, I wonder who started that ice bucket challenge. I don't think it was somebody cool. People didn't know what they was even for.
It was centered around Steve Gleason, and I think I can at least, I don't know what it was, but I know that someone
there's some muscular discipline
in that camp.
Which one are you talking about?
The ice bucket.
I was definitely about to get to the ice bucket challenge in a second. But yeah, no, I mean, y'all not stopping my flow. Y'all can keep talking about it. But yeah, that was the ALS challenge.
Yeah, ALS. Yeah.
And that was centered around Steve Gleason. And I know, and I feel like Steve Gleason got a level of coolness to him. That makes sense to me.
That's why it was because the ice bucket, because that man was real cool. Like, they say he was like in the
I'm not touching it.
They said that man was in the house.
I'm not gonna touch it.
And somebody left the air condition real low.
Not gonna touch it. Nope.
That's what he said too.
Me neither, because my ideas are very, very bad. So
I mean, horrible right now.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I don't know. I love when I see a little challenge and they just like that Walk 'em Down challenge. That was a real thing. I like that little song, NLE Chopper, and he Walk 'em Down. I mean, I like little challenges. So you can't just say I'm always a challenge hater.
Don't rush. We would have did the Don't Rush challenge if we had haircuts. We would have did the Don't Rush.
Okay, challenge. I was gonna talk about it in the next one, but right now, man, I just Googled what are the top 7 challenges of all time. Well, the top challenges of all time, and I found an article that said top 7 challenges, online challenges of all time. Let's see if we agree that these are the top 7. They said planking. Y'all remember planking challenge was some huge shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that was a while ago. Yeah, that was crazy though. People was dying. They don't like.
No one was dying from planking challenge.
No, remember I'm saying they were planking somewhere and fell off a building or something.
That never happened.
Okay.
I think that did happen, but
I'm pretty sure it did.
For you to say that people were dying is putting 100 on 10.
Well, so
like a person might have planked on a bill. Like Jay-Z, I'm planking on $1 million. I think, okay. No, stop it. 2 people died.
2. So I put 20 on 100 on 20. Now.
Okay, somebody did die. One person died.
Oh, you Googled it, Raj?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 100 on 10. All right, cool.
So the planking challenge was a big one. The next one they said was the T-bowing challenge.
Okay.
I don't remember that one.
That's when you just kneel and pray.
Yeah.
Like you kneel on the ground. You had to remember the Tebow challenge.
Cutting after he threw that touchdown against the Steelers, cutting, and people was T-bowing everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now. I don't
The third one was the Harlem Shake challenge. I don't remember that being a challenge like that, but
What was it?
Harlem Shake challenge? I remember the dance.
Oh, yeah.
The Harlem Shake challenge was the one where like LeBron and them, like it wasn't just LeBron, but it was the one where now do the Harlem Shake.
that one.
Like everybody was still.
Oh.
And then the music would drop, and then there'll be all kind of people just dancing.
Oh, when you say with LeBron them, you mean like the whole Cavaliers team had their
whole
Halloween
Cavaliers
costumes on?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not know that
Yes.
was called the Harlem Shake challenge. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Now do the Harlem Shake.
Okay. The next one they had was the Ice Bucket Challenge, which is the ALS that you guys was talking about. The next one was the Cinnamon Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
When those kids was eating that cinnamon and see if they could
I
swallow
mean, one
it.
time my daughter asked me for something. You got cinnamon? I say, man, I will slap the shit out you if you, and I'll make you eat that whole thing. You not do that. That's stupid.
Because first of all, that's a good cinnamon. That's the first thing. You're not about to waste my cinnamon.
You're about to waste my cinnamon. About to die in here.
Behind some
Bless you,
cinnamon.
bless you.
Here, do it with some cayenne pepper. Let's see how that that
Dumbass. Booty hole will blow up.
The last two was the Running Man Challenge. At night, I think of you.
Which, stop there, burned my boudin because I don't. No, man, that's not the Running Man. How did that become? I can't let children take our stuff. Like that's not the Running Man.
We took old people's stuff too.
And that's crazy. They took a song that's for us, the name of a dance that's for us, and just slapped it together and made some shit for them.
Yep.
Ain't that something?
Cheering. Them damn cheering. And I would have got away with it if it wasn't for these meddling kids. And the last challenge that they put as the top 7 was obviously, and you should probably be able to guess this, which was the biggest craze. I think the bigger than all of them, maybe, was the mannequin challenge.
Mannequin challenge.
Yeah.
They ain't got that Kylie Daddy on there with them people's the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. Yeah.
Nope, that wasn't on the list. That was the 7 on the list. What other ones y'all could think of that was big time challenges? And Ray Sherman is behind the mannequin, obviously.
Yeah.
A lot of times people don't know where these things come from. So Gone.
That So Gone challenge
song.
Yeah. What else they had? Oh, they do it for the dick. Do it for the pussy challenge. That ain't right there.
Wait, which one is it?
It's both. You can, if you're a girl, you do the penis part. If you're a man, you do the vagina.
But what if you keep going?
There you go.
Yeah, I got one. It's probably the newest one, and it's the Is It Cake challenge, and that's one of my favorite ones.
Is it cake?
Have you not seen that?
They cover their eyes and eat some stuff.
No,
they got cakes look like real shit.
Like it'll be like a toothbrush, but it'd be cake. Like a real looking dog standing waiting for somebody at the door, but the dog will be cake.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
For real?
It's like brand new. Like it came out like 2 weeks ago, and it's like cake.
One dude told his old lady he bought her a car, and it really was a cake.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, I hate that I don't know about it, but man, let me tell you the next thing that burns my boot at this week: the Is It Cake challenge.
The fact that I don't know what the Is It Cake challenge is.
No, I just said I don't hate on every challenge. As soon as I found out about it,
he hate on it instantly.
Have you seriously though?
Never heard of it.
I want you to go, but I want you to look at it.
I'm googling it now, Raj.
It is very entertaining.
It's just
to
hashtag.
See what
Hashtag Is It Cake?
Yeah, just Is It Cake? You could probably just type cake.
No, I don't want
Cakes.
that. No, cakes, cocky, come cocky.
Yeah, boo cakes is actually kind of what they call
Boo cakes is what I should put.
Boost is behind it.
Oh, okay. Oh man, there's a dude hand that he cut in half. Oh, some shoes. Okay, it's cake. A Rubik's cube. That one seems easy. Nobody has an old telephone. Stop it. That doesn't look really like some beans. Oh, that remote looks pretty real. That lettuce looks real. But cutting his hand was ridiculous.
Yeah.
A Doritos. Oh wow, these are pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't think you wouldn't like it.
You got to recant your boot. Burn your boot in there. You got to recant that.
And the cake actually looks good. Like this big lemon they got, that thing looked like a fool. I need one of them for my birthday. So I promise that I'm not gonna go nowhere for COVID because I don't want anybody to feel bad. But y'all make me some cake that look like an ASOS bag with stuff, a little Amazon bag that's cake.
That's definitely that should be your cake.
The funniest one that I found that I would love to prank somebody with is they got this Whataburger biscuit breakfast sandwich.
Oh yeah,
and it's cake. It's not a breakfast sandwich.
I love how people are like it's not cake. Oh, is it cake? Come to find out. I love it. I love that. Okay.
Yeah. So like what the thing is like I guess what the challenge is or what the fun thing about it is like people starting to question everything. Like what is cake and what's not cake? Mm-hmm. You never know. You might just pass up something on the road. You might see a stop sign and think, "Nah, it's cake." Mm-hmm. Your PlayStation 4, your old lady might have made that a cake. That's not a PlayStation 4 no more.
Yeah, I saw. Did you see when they made it was COVID? But they was like, "Oh, it's cake. It ain't really COVID."
Oh, you could just bring propose to your old lady and give her a ring
with a cake ring.
Cake. You get it, babe?
That's
cake.
funny.
That's
funny. You probably get shot.
Not yet. Not yet.
Soon, yeah.
Not yet.
Get
Relax.
stabbed in the chest. Nah, let me actually tell you the next thing that burns my Buddha this week. And we are talking challenges still. Basically the concept of not doing a challenge correctly burns my Buddha. So obviously we posted this morning we posted challenge accepted. That was funny. And let me put y'all behind the scene, fellas, if guys are listening and y'all didn't hear. Yeah, it was a couple of mornings ago, right? If y'all not behind the scenes, this is what happens. This is the message that happens. Women actually DM each other and say, I was careful to choose who I think will meet the challenge, but above all, who I know who shares the same type of thinking. Amongst women, there are several criticisms. Instead, we should take care of each other. We are beautiful the way we are. Post a pic in black and white alone, written, challenge accepted, and mention my name. Identify 50 women to do the same in private. I choose you because you are beautiful, strong, and incredible. Let's love
that's
each
from
other.
Megan Thee Stallion.
So they all started doing the challenge accepted thing that we've been seeing in black and white. But I've seen chicks do it not in black and white. It burns my booty.
Yeah, I never knew what it was or how it came about. I thought, they were trying to stand strong with Megan, I guess, after she had a little rant, whatever. But I never knew. I just scrolled right on past. I wasn't mad about it, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not mad about it either. I think, I'm not gonna. I can't get mad at, I don't know, if it's something that caught, and it seems like it's sticking very well. Then it becomes a cool challenge.
Yeah,
I do, however, agree that if someone deviated away from the message, if someone with some acumen sent out that message and was posted in black and white, and this is what we doing as women, and I send that out, and then you got some, woman that's not as smart as the rest of y'all that doesn't do it the right way, that is, I probably would be in that woman's DMs and being like, hey, I need you to go take the color off of the picture.
You know what I secretly believe, Raj? You know what I secretly believe? I secretly believe nobody emailed that woman and told her to post it.
Because, now I'm seeing just challenge accepted. I don't see challenge accepted What's hand with y'all? Y'all beautiful and strong and gifted at
Aloysia, nice.
Aloysius.
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 Carl Netta, Los.
Loisha.
Roger Nail.
Regina.
Yeah, Regina King.
Roger Nay.
Yeah. I don't see it either. I just see hashtag whatever. And then I'm seeing people who I'm like, no, nobody told you that. Stop. Nobody nominated you. Stop it.
That's funny.
It just really takes, I guess it takes one person to mess around and nominate somebody who off the who out of the cool kids circle for that person to nominate other people. Mm-hmm. And then that thing spread like COVID. All in the community.
all in the community.
I mean, I would feel if the way that this thing is catching on in the in the world of women, I'd be upset if I didn't get no nomination. I'd be pretty upset.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much we talking about those other things like the ice bucket challenge is one that people definitely nominated each other for. I remember, being like, okay, cool, I got nominated, but I didn't do it. But I'm like, but I was like, I'm happy that someone was like, hey, I nominated my boy Al. Cool.
Yeah, remember when they were killing all the black men at one time? They were doing on Facebook. They were sending around that little poster picture of yourself. I'm a strong black man.
Oh yeah, they had a cool. Yeah. You know, was one of my favorites on the cool. Now this was one that was kind of controversial. But do y'all remember the "If They Gun Me Down" challenge?
No.
I don't know if it was if or when they gunned me down. I think it was if they gunned me down. And the idea
I had to check
was...
and see if that shit rhymed with nothing nice to say first.
We got some time. I'm looking at it.
We got time today. We got
some time.
No, but the idea was like people like Trayvon and people like Mike Brown, like when they got killed, that the media would post a picture of them looking all thuggish. And it wouldn't post... Yeah. And so people was posting pictures of themselves, like, you know, successful black men of like when I was in college, wilding, throwing up exposure with middle finger to the camera, and it was like the "If They Gun Me Down" challenge. Yeah. And I mean, it's a terrible message, but it was kind of funny too. In that, like, that's what they're gonna post. That's what the media gonna post on it.
That's exactly what they're gonna post.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
I know. I know that. I ended up taking a picture down that they would post to me. I took it off I had to tell Chunk to take off his page to our Facebook. I didn't know. They would post me with a do-rag on, a Tommy Hilfiger shirt on with 2 half a gallons of Belvedere in my hand. Yeah. Bayou Classic Weekend.
That's the one y'all wanna. That's the man y'all over here saying whatever. But look at him.
That's the one. Yeah, look at him.
He
drinking and having a good time.
He beat his pregnant baby mama. That's what they said about. That's what they said about George Floyd. They was trying to get him all kind of ways. Man. Like, come on, man. Got to stop it. Man, the last thing that burned my Buddha this week is losing your wallet. I don't know if I said it on air. Did I say it on air that I lost my wallet a couple weeks ago?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I lost everything. I lost my ID. I lost about 8-9 credit cards. It's making me reevaluate if I need all those credit cards at the same time. It lost
a contribution to this.
Yeah, I lost my my Top Golf card. I lost my insurance card, and maybe 1 or 2 other little knick-knack cards. But I didn't have no cash in it, so I was like, okay. At that point, it was all cards. So I was like, I didn't lose no cash. So what else? I was kind of
lost your little business cards you be getting. Yeah, at the little things.
I saw.
That you don't call people back from.
I lost a good bit, but that's yeah. So losing my wallet burns my Buddha. I'm gonna have some couple of humble brags and flexes in a second. But Raj, what do you have to add to that?
So I had the same fears. So I was a little proactive about it. So I went down to the store and I got myself one of the wallet, and I'm gonna give you a picture of my wallet. It has the front of it, or whatever, the one side of it has like a clear section for my ID. So that's just one side of the wallet, and it don't fold. It's not a billfold or anything. It's just a straight piece, and it's got 3 slots on the other side. And what I got in it is I got 2 credit cards, a debit card, and a Costco card, and that's it.
And you keep
and
it.
So like
you're a minimalist.
Minimalist. I had all of that in my wallet too. I had my insurance card. I had business cards, like Lo said, from people that I probably would want to hit up. Like I'll probably never call him, but like I might find this card and be like, oh dang, this dude told me he sold shoelaces. That really happened. I really did have a shoelace thing in my. But anyway, and so I was like, you know what? I don't need none of that. I'm gonna just go simple, and I think that's what everyone should do.
So, Roger, I just sent y'all a picture of my new wallet, so you can click on it. I texted it to y'all just so you can see it. I mean, I don't.
It's Gucci.
Yeah, I mean, no, hold up, dog. Just check it out. I'm not telling you. We don't have to talk about it or nothing
That's
like
Ferragamo.
that. But I got the brown
what
one.
I'm talking about.
I got the brown one. That is the new wallet that's happening. You know, it's the perks of membership.
That's a
$560.
That's a very, very nice wallet. Damn. That's a very nice wallet. I applaud you. The only thing when I was looking for a wallet is I needed that ID section.
Yeah,
my ID to be visible.
I've kind of went away from the visible ID daddy. I used to like it, that part too, but I haven't done it in a while. I think that makes a bunch of sense. But let me tell you the biggest humble brag, not even how dope my new wallet is. It is the idea that I requested a new ID and they sent it to me. And when they sent me the new ID, it was in the mail. I think I paid like $10 for the replacement. It's a real ID. I don't have to go wait in line at the DMV to get the travel daddy. Oh, yeah. They send you the travel daddy. So if you,
I got mine too. I had to redo mine. I had to renew mine for my birthday. It was about to expire. I had mine so long, so and I called. Well, I just did online. Yeah, and then they sent me the travel daddy.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody out there is like, damn, I forgot, y'all talked about this a couple months ago that I'm going to have the new travel daddy with the star on it. Just call the DMV and tell them you lost your ID and they will send you a brand new one with the star daddy on it. And it's a new ID in Texas. I didn't even know that. My shit brand new. Hologram daddy. Next level. Yeah. Next level.
Out here. Same old picture.
You know what I'm saying? Same old picture from forever.
Same old picture.
For life.
Yeah. For till I'm 39,000 years old.
Right? Hey, man, so I don't have a lot of stories to talk about this week. Obviously, we went super long with the Burns My Buddha and everything else in the challenges, but I think the biggest thing we can talk about this week is the NBA season. And the NBA season is about to kick off this week. And, like we talked about last week, I put a little money down, man. I put my money where my mouth was, man. I put some money down on the Clippers. I just put some money, too. I put some money on the Lakers. You know, where'd you put some money on, Raj?
Ooh, so long shot. But I put $50 to win $12.50 on the Lakers to meet the 76ers in the finals.
Okay, I love it. I love bets. I'm just doing some stuff right now.
I just bet with Al. He be like, "Hey, I'm gonna put that." I be like, "He'll put my 50 on there too."
I just think that betting, so this is why I know, and I don't want to get too deep into the player names and whatnot, but Kawhi Leonard's not there anymore. Jimmy Butler's not there anymore, and I think that the Sixers still have like a championship caliber team, and they almost made it last year. Oh. So I think that they're gonna meet.
What's crazy is I've been trying to talk myself into taking the Raptors.
The Raptors are not gonna make it there.
No. You know what's crazy about the Raptors? They've been in the bubble an extra 2 weeks since everybody else. I think that's something to do with because they had to come from Canada early. I think they might have extra camaraderie, man. That's the kind of look. People out there when we talk about betting, this is this type of shit we bet on. That kind of a feeling. Like the boys might be more friends with each other than everybody else. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Sure,
I think they're gonna matter.
Kawhi Leonard does not. That's just too.
And I love the Celtics jerseys. The Celtics all got the messages on the back that's going ham. Yeah. I might put a little couple on the Celtics.
That's dope. I just think with that bubble, man, it's no fans. It ain't no pressure. Them boys just really in there playing pickup ball. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be a lot more competitive than people think it is.
I love the way you.
Yeah, there's no allure. There's no allure of being the Lakers and the Clippers and the Knicks. Like everybody from Orlando. The Orlando Knicks.
It's no pressure. Orlando people Lakers. Who hoop. Everybody who if you could hoop.
Just in there hooping, man.
That's why that's why the Lakers went get J.R. Smith and Deion Waiters, because they just people who be hooping. Ain't no pressure.
Ain't nobody in there looking at you. the you know, you got a couple maybe interviews after after the game. They the swarm of the media and all that stuff. You know, you cut off from the world. Ain't no pressure, man. You just go in that thing and hoop with about 25 people in there. You know what I mean? And they hooping too. So it ain't no. It's a different dynamic, man. You know.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that, man. To see where it's gonna go with it. But speaking of the bubble, man, one of the first big bubble stories is that Lou Will is they got that boy on quarantine because that boy went to Magic City and got some wings. Explain that story to me. Somebody who knows something, please tell me something.
Somebody, one of his, I think his friend's dad died. I guess he kind of helped raise him or whatever. They was close, so he got he got an excuse to be able to go. And I guess after the funeral and after the ceremony, whatever they had after that, the whole party went to, Magic City. And he just said he went in to get some. And he took a picture with one of them rappers. I forgot. Not Pops, Perps. Not one of them. Took a picture with some little rapper. And then the dude posted it. And he tried to say that it was an old picture, but Louis had a mask on. So that's how he got it.
Okay, I didn't know how it all went down, but
and he got his own. He got Lou Will Sweet.
Oh, the
wings.
wings.
His own wings.
The wings over there.
He got his own wings. I didn't realize he an ATL legend. They say he a legend out there.
Oh yeah, man. ATL is
booming out in South Gwinnett like Lou Will.
I knew that.
6 man like Lou Will.
I knew Ross was
Two
gonna
girls,
say that.
and they get along like I'm Lou Will.
6 man, dog. He's a legend in across the border too. So don't get it twisted. Lou Will is a living legend, man. But let me speak of somebody who's way better than Lou Will, who's not in the bubble, and that's Kyrie. So I've been seeing these posts saying that Kyrie donated $323,000 and 250,000 meals throughout New York. Mm-hmm. He's also donated 200,000 Beyond Burgers to the food bank for NYC. He donated 3,000 masks and 2 trucks of food to the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He produced a TV special seeking justice for Breonna Taylor. Side note, today is a good day to arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. And he started a $1.5 million fund for WNBA players who decided to opt out for their own safety. What are we thinking about Kyrie's move?
One thing is, it's a great tax write-off. That's the first thing I thought. 2, he cares. I mean, when you're getting you got to give back, man. That's where you're gonna be. Especially with the mask and the pandemic was going on. Donating Beyond Meat and stuff. I don't know people want to know how to cook that, but whatever. I think it's noble.
It's very easy to cook.
Yeah, but I mean,
they're patties, my nigga. They're patties.
Everybody can cook patties, and if you cook them too long, they disgusting.
Go ahead.
But with the the NBA women, if they want to do that with the WNBA, they want to make a fund and have people donate. The money gonna run out soon. But I mean, that's I see him on this Kobe shit. He trying to step in the Mamba's shoes a little bit. I'm cool with it.
That's what you're thinking? Mamba?
Yeah.
Like okay. I mean, I don't know. I think he just
with the WNBA stuff. I think that's what it is.
I don't know, but I think Kyrie. With the WNBA stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think it's more along the lines of him being kind of a person who's like anti going back, anti the bubble. We need to be worried about social justice is what he's been talking about. And I think he's trying to put his money where his mouth is. He's trying to basically be a Colin Kaepernick who actually plays. And I mean, that's a way better look for Kyrie than being like the weirdo who thinks the earth is flat. And
that's what I was just about to say. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for people to kind of take him seriously because he thinks the earth is flat.
I think he reneged on that
because he a renegger. But go ahead, Rob.
I figured I'd get one of y'all a layup.
Yeah, just throw it up there.
Nah, I think
Kyrie.
I think it's cool. I think that I wish every player did this. I just you see players just making it to the league, and it's like, oh yeah, this player signed for $10 million, and it's like, man, what you gonna do with all of that? Help somebody out, and I'm glad to see that Kyrie. I think they got players in the league that idolize Kyrie, and I just hope that he might start a trend for other people to start helping out.
Yeah,
really, I wish that the owners would do that. Owners
that's
way more money than Kyrie.
Yeah.
So I wish that they would match what Kyrie did or double it what Kyrie did because they can. I just don't hear about it.
I'm reading right now. They said actually Kyrie's starting a challenge, and this is what this is all about.
That's
for the
challenge.
For the WNBA challenge.
Donate all your money challenge.
For the WNBA challenge. But now, like you got to realize when them boys.
I just gave all my money in black and white to the WNBA.
Now I'm homeless.
I was nominated by Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I'm homeless. I'm staying in the projects back in my mama's house, and I can't pay my agent. And I owe Uncle Sam now. My $10 million. Oh, that's 40 off that thing off the top.
Oh man, I did my
3% to your agent. Yeah,
what you decide? I don't have it. I don't know about that supporting the WNBA stuff. I mean, it sounds good in theory, but I mean. You know, it's like
I think it has to be a better
soccer
plan.
And women's soccer. Like we've had this conversation on the thing. Like it's all about revenue, bro. Who's bringing in the money, dog? Like that's how you get paid. That's how America works. Like doctors get paid a bunch because it costs a bunch of money to have surgery. You know what I mean? Like
you can't just walk off the street and be like, take a little 10-week class and be like, all right. Who need their heart taken out?
Teachers don't get paid as much because kids go to school for free. But go ahead.
I think if it means a lot to you to make sure that the WNBA players are paid because like a 1.5 million, you know, and
he
they
did
said
not.
For the players
it
that
said
opt out.
He started a $1.5 million fund. That don't necessarily mean donated 1.5.
So okay, I get that. All right, but I still think that if Kyrie Irving starts a GoFundMe. And puts it on his page, it's probably gonna generate whatever money he wants to generate. Yeah. So whatever, you know, like even if it's indirect, let's say he did it. I if that's important to him, that's not the same conversation that we were having. I get the whole generating revenue, but like I also think it's kind of crazy that like in WNBA players get paid more overseas for like the overseas money than they do in the WNBA.
They generate revenue over there.
You don't know that though.
Yes, I do because they get paid. It's real simple, man. That ain't rocket science.
Guess what? Instagram models generate way more money going to Dubai and Saudi Arabia.
No. Instagram models generate way more money going to OnlyFans.
There you go. They're on the Jimmy Smacks.
Yeah.
They're getting paid.
Jimmy Smacks, yeah. It's real simple, man.
The math is unfallible, Raj. Yeah, I don't know. I think, the WNBA do. Like, Brittany Griner and them, they like be taking off whole seasons to go play overseas because the money better. Diana Taurasi did that for a long time. So, I mean, I get it as being a thing. I don't know. It's just, I get where their head is at and where his heart is at to try to do equity and pay equality because, you know, that is seen in a bunch of things, but
see, I don't believe that. That don't have anything to do with pay equality.
So the thing that doesn't make sense to me is like men's tennis and women's tennis. That women's tennis gets paid less. That wouldn't make sense to me because I feel like they make more money or just as much. Because I don't even watch male tennis. I only watch women's tennis. I don't want to watch
Serena and the other little black girl.
Well, that part too. It's like three of them. It's Naomi Osaka and it's Coco Golf. I watch all three of them.
Yeah.
They got
Sloane Stephens.
Sloane. Yeah. I mean,
and if I turn to it in this what's your boy name? Joe Willie Songa. I stay on that too.
Oh, yeah. But the thing about it, they get paid individually. I don't think they get paid as a whole as association, right? They get paid.
Yeah, no, but they get paid. Yeah, but they do get paid for winning titles and stuff. Like
Okay. Yeah. Wimbledon is definitely generating all the money.
Mm-hmm. But I think the men get paid more. The women.
That's crazy.
Jack Wimbledon. Who's Wimbledon?
Wimbledon. Good, yeah, it's Wimbledon. Terry Wimbledon. He used to play third base for the Braves. Terry Wimbledon. Hey, but nah, man. So you was talking about Lou Will. I was talking about Lou Will, and it got me to thinking. Raj, you was taken aback earlier this week when I said that Houston has a drive-through strip daddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually
I didn't think that was real life.
It's actually called Vivid Gentlemen's Club. I have no clue where it is.
It's on West Ham.
Oh, it is.
Down past where all of them at. It's right behind. You know where that African club we went to that time. That's back off in the cut.
No.
By the it's a Mexican restaurant. You make it left.
Yeah.
I think
You talking about
it's over there.
for John Murray birthday party?
Yeah. I think it's over there.
Okay, I do remember by Chacho.
Rucci's. It's a Rucci's.
Yeah,
it's
by
over the
Rucci's
down.
on-
Rucci's. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's vivid. I believe.
Okay, so I guess we'll check it out and see. No, we're not.
We're definitely not going over there.
We're definitely not going to pay to watch chicks in masks dance from outside the car.
From my car.
Yeah, not worth the money and go eat.
Oh yeah.
I mean, some people gotta be. I feel like you gotta be very hard up and or desperate or bored to be going to stuff like that.
And then, yeah, I mean, you might not wear a mask if you're gonna touch that money. You got COVID instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that you threw in the word bored because I would, if I was in Houston,
Definitely
I
would
would
ride by
love to be bored and be like, man, let's go pass by, just to say that I went.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
if we was like staying with each other and we didn't have chicks like if this was like if we was just bored for real and it was
No,
playing
we was
2K,
seniors in college. We was seniors in
go.
college.
Of course we go.
Seniors in college, we're definitely going.
No, if I was 34 years old in Houston and we was riding, years ago, I would love to go just pass. Like, let's just go pass and see
But we went to a real
what's
strip club.
going on over there. I don't necessarily want to go get no dance or nothing like that. I don't want to even, I don't want to be a part of the festivities. But I just want to go pass and see what's going on.
who all over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like you got to have swangers to go in there, too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You got to have swingers, and they got hookahs too
Pokies,
available.
polkas.
You know who would love to go there? Chunky, because he could stay in his car.
he
He could bring his car. He could bring his car.
definitely would. He definitely would.
Chunky, like, the most love my car. I'm
Yeah,
about to
man.
go to a strip daddy.
I'm finna go to the strip. Oh, I ain't got to get out. Wow, I bet.
All right, man. Look, you know who's somebody else who's trying to start a strip club on Hopkins Street in New Iberia, right across from Bill Russell's? Moose Daniels of Urban Flowsaurus. Now's as good a time as any to check out the good folks at Urban Flowsaurus. The big homie Moose Daniels has been supplying a steady stream of independent, underground, and exclusive R&B, hip-hop, and beyond across your airwaves. Pretty much any day of the week, you can catch Mr. Hydrate or Intoxicate on Facebook Live under Urban Flowsaurus, spinning something extra soulful or jazzy that'll either take you back to a certain time in your life or make you wonder why you never heard that track before. Go to his Linktree at linktree.com/Urban Flowsaurus to find the links for the radio shows, podcasts, and live performances from Moose Harris, and be sure to follow him at Moose_Harris on Instagram and Twitter. Man, listen, it's so many ways to consume music these days, and Urban Flowsaurus produces content in every which way imaginable. So check him out. Moose Harris of Urban Flowsaurus, a different voice with a show like you've never heard before.
Ooh, if you're looking for the biggest cat on the bayou with all the flowing connects, holla at that boy Moose. Say Moose.
Ooh.
There you go right there. All right.
Hey, man, one time for the one time, Moose Daniels doing his thing. Man, listen, another NBA story that I was thinking about this week. Okay, so let me say this in the right way. In the politically correct way. And not the way that we text amongst friends. So Rumble kept sending us videos of d.wade's son this week of them posting d.wade's son doing cartwheels and d.wade and his son just walking with with his whole little Marshmallow Man outfit on. He had whatever she had. I'm sorry. And my comment to the group was kind of like, why that man always gotta exploit his son's homosexuality? And then I thought about it. And this is my thought, and I'm just throwing it out to y'all, and I just want to hear what your thoughts on it. Is this his coping mechanism? Is this how d.wade is like, I never wanted, like, I didn't want this. Obviously, I wasn't, like, planning for this. But this is what's happening now. So, the way I'm going to cope with it is just by being, like, super dad and just posting everything he do. Or she do.
I think more so than anything, if he was his other son, he would be doing the same thing. So, I don't know if he's coping with it. I guess he's just trying to make sure she is comfortable and understand that she has his full support. Man, that's hard. She has his full support. You know what I mean? I don't think he's doing anything he wouldn't do for his other son. You know what I mean? I just think it's just, this is getting a lot more attention, because the situation. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm sure it's not easy. I know that for sure, but you know.
My biggest gripe with the whole thing is I thought that the other son was gonna be able to do like some fire flips, like you know what I'm saying. Like I thought he was gonna come through and do something like a double backflip or something like that. What's his name? Zaire. I thought Zaire was about to come through with some, something.
I definitely thought he had something better than what he had.
But in being around cheerleading as much as I have been around cheerleading in my life,
used to cheer.
I know that like sometimes there's tumbling, and I thought whenever I saw Zaya in the skirt and everything, I didn't expect her to do cartwheel so gingerly, to do the back bend to the flip over. I thought it was gonna be like, I'm running, I'm gonna do a round off, and I'm gonna cut a couple. Like, I thought I was gonna see some
athletic power tumbling. I like how you put that.
Yeah, I was very disappointed just to see ginger cartwheels and whatever Zaire did. That was a waste of my time.
So basically, they should have gave him some ribbons from like the rhythmic, the gymnastics where they got the little ribbons.
Yeah, that's what they was doing.
Mine as well.
Zaire shouldn't even been a part of the
because band. But my thing is, it was supposed to be a joke. Zaire couldn't do nothing. I mean, it was like, but that's my whole point. I feel like they're posting it just to exploit the fact that he's doing ginger flips. Like literally, Raj, what you just said would have made me feel completely different if they said, "Oh, we having a tumbling contest," and Zaire went over there and he did like a backflip or two, like boom, boom, and he was able to hit like 2 backflips off of a cartwheel, and we're like, "Oh, that boy could hoop and he could do some flips." That means he's a little athlete. And then Zaire came and she was just like, boom, boom, power tumbling, like oof, 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 oof,
twisted
oof,
in 1.5.
And then I would love to have the conversation to be like, "Oh man, I don't know, man. We calling her a girl, but she over there flipping like a grown dude." You know what I mean?
He passed some of that old athleticism down to her,
right? Like the people who halftime at the basketball games and stuff like that kind of thing. But it didn't. It felt exploitive to me. It just felt like
I just think it's a family. It's a Wade family little fun thing.
Can I say something that just came to my mind that's rude? Let me say it. It came to my mind. It's rude.
Go ahead.
I wonder how, like, don't d.wade have 2 sons and a daughter?
The other one?
Yeah, he got a little girl right now, and he got 2 sons, right?
Yeah, well, outside
I'm sorry. He's got 2 daughters and a son now, right? Like, he's got the oldest Zaire, then he's got Zaire, then he's got the baby.
And he got another child. He got an outside baby too.
Okay, so I don't remember that, but okay, we're just gonna talk about them 3. LeBron had two boys and a girl too. I wonder how that man feel like his kids.
Bruh.
I gotta stop. Yes. I mean, his sons was on the same team with LeBron's son hooping, and LeBron's son was better than him. I mean, them 2 niggas was on the same team on the Heat, and LeBron was better than him. Do that man just feel like LeBron better?
I'm not even answering that, man.
It's the James family, couldn't it, man? It's LeBron James. I mean, no matter how D.wade you get, you'll never be LeBron James.
But does he feel like I got Gabrielle Union, so I'm winning? Because in reality, I don't know. I think I might like Savannah more than Savannah.
That's what, and that's what I'm saying too, because and I don't know if we're supposed to say this, but did you see Dwayne Wade's first wife?
Oh yeah, it was hurting.
I mean,
but he's been with her since high school or something, right?
Yeah.
And to more so to make my point, LeBron been with his girl since high school too. So they didn't pull something bad.
No, okay, but Dwayne Wade wasn't as big as LeBron in high school, and he went to Chicago public school. The pickings was slim.
He was still Dwayne Wade. Like,
not in high school. He started being Dwayne Wade till like his senior. He barely made the Marquette. He had no grades.
That boy was a power forward when he went to Marquette.
Dwayne Wade.
He wasn't big like that then. He went up and made an All-American.
But he was the star basketball player at his. He was the star. You don't have to be all of that to snatch something bad.
That might have been the baddest one they had. How you know they wasn't the baddest one they had?
It wasn't the baddest one. I'm so mad at you for this.
I'm so mad at you. Aren't you disappointed?
Yes, because that man was cold in basketball in high school, and he's not a terrible looking person. He should have snatched him something back. Yes, his life is a egg short of an omelet to LeBron James's life.
I mean,
yeah, it is.
I mean,
so
even if he would have
be.
had something that was just like regular, something regular fine. That's like okay, like
What is wrong with y'all? Man?
like around the way. You know what I mean?
What is wrong with y'all?
I don't know. I think that's what he getting at. No,
ain't nothing wrong with that lady, bro.
No,
well, go look at it because you didn't see it.
Go look at it. No,
I've never seen it.
Look, go look at a picture of Chris Paul's wife and how she just looked like just a regular little around the way chick. That would be fine for D.wade wife was hurting, boy. Stop that.
I never saw it, man. It's
please no.
Sometimes it's about the heart, man. It ain't all about how it looks.
Los, go look at that lady right now, Los. That's all I'm saying.
Go look at that lady right now.
And just see if you think
her name is
d.wade.
Seal Vaughn Funches.
What?
That's her name. I'm looking at it right now. Seal Vaughn Funches. Oh my god. Ooh woo. I mean, I guess there's a time in life if you catch you at a certain angle. Oh my god.
Oh
man, no, none.
Oh,
none.
Yeah,
that man was.
They might have
like,
been
I
fine.
feel bad, but that man was obligated to go get Gabrielle Union. He was.
Hold on, she ain't that bad, dog. Don't do it.
Come on, Los.
They say that she still called Zaya her son in this article I'm looking at. That's Zaya's mama, huh?
That's all his children.
She got some. She got a few on here that she decent.
She got
on.
a few teeth, man. She got a lot of teeth.
That's a damn, yeah.
Yeah,
This first one,
that's all. Him and Gabrielle Union got that. I think they got the latest. But like all the other children, all his children that are like kids.
But you know what it is? I think
for her.
as she got older, the stress got to her. Oh, now she don't look bad with this one when she talking about Gabrielle or d.wade.
All right, hold up.
Now, I'm looking at one. The first one. The first
Stay
one.
tuned.
The first one.
He about to send you the worst one.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna send you the one from high school.
Well, I don't judge women like that, bro. That's bad to be judging black women.
You can't, Rod. You can't judge somebody off of somebody who's with back in the day.
Exactly. That is
we
wrong.
wasn't judging.
Now cue up that music for nothing nice to say.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Al don't nice.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
Shit. So I was at the crib this weekend chilling, and I decided that I was finally in the mood to watch 13th on Netflix. I know I'm mad late, but I have to be in a particular mindset to watch shows about racism in America. That type of shit can mess up my whole day and have me not wanting to go to work and be around white folks for weeks. I guess you could say that I'm a bit sensitive when it comes to these topics. Well, needless to say, 13th was a poignant and thought-provoking documentary. Ava DuVernay was at her best in putting together a complete story of the prison industrial complex and how it derived from the last vestiges of what was formerly slavery in America. In short, the 13th made it illegal to have slaves unless they were criminals. So this country decided to not give us any means to make money so that black men would become quote-unquote criminals so that they could get slave labor out of us, plain and simple. But when I was watching it, they went through almost every president since the Civil Rights Movement and showed their roles in perpetuating white privilege and the incarceration of black men. Let me reiterate that. They went through every damn president, right? And the only one that stuck out to me, or the one that really stuck out to me, was Bill Clinton. They talked about how the crime bill in 1994 was that bullshit. That's the one that instituted the 3-strike rule, among other tough on crime things that were aimed at being more harsh than the Republicans so he could get elected. Basically, go play saxophone on the Arsenio Hall show, then turn around and try to put black folks away for life and take the decision making out of judges' hands. Ultimately, this got me to thinking, outside of Obama, whoever was really for us? I mean, they definitely was shuck and jive for our votes and make it seem like Democrats are the lesser of the two evils. But when was the black agenda ever really a thing? I'll answer that question. It never has been. Nobody really out here trying to implement policies that's going to help black Americans. So I can see how hoteps and niggas like Colin Kaepernick said that they didn't vote in 2016 because Hillary, by association with Bill, was just as bad as everybody else. Which brings me to this overarching idea. Maybe it's necessary for Trump to get elected. He has been the absolute, unequivocal worst president in the history of the country. He's an ignorant, senile, racist bitch and is unapologetic about anything to stay in power. He lies, he steals, he cheats, and don't give two fucks about anyone that's not in his inner circle. And that's truth. I think it may have been necessary for us to see just how bad it could be so people could get off their asses and vote. And that the candidates we vote for, who really want our vote, have to have serious policy ideas that will affect black folk. I don't think that if they would have actually cared to do it, or just they would assume that they have our vote if it wasn't for incidents like what happened with George Floyd and Trump refusing to say that Black Lives Matter and everything that's going on with race in America today. We need a bitch-ass racist in the White House for people to actually see that there's a huge problem. So let's see where this goes. Because I ain't got nothing nice to say about continuing to rely on black people when you're not looking out for us in the long run. So I won't say nothing at all.
You're wrong when you're right. Definitely don't give a damn about nobody.
But I mean, I don't think nobody gave a fuck about this. It's kind of the whole thing. Like, nobody cares about the black agenda. They just count on our vote. Yeah. I'm still going to put this crime bill together. I'm still going to do it. So I get the sentiment.
That boy went so far to say, hey, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
But you remember what Trump said? Black people vote for me. What do you have to lose? You don't have shit.
Fuck.
You fucking don't have shit. You're first of all, you're black.
Yeah, number one. I mean, that alone should let you say, vote. Fuck it, I'll vote for him.
I'll
whatever.
Fucking try some shit.
Yeah, I mean, hell. Hey, whoever gets up here, it ain't gonna matter to you anyway.
Fuck.
We don't give
Might as well try some different shit. Maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll fuck you over, but maybe not.
I'll give you a bunch of memes.
I gave you $1,200 when the coronavirus happened.
And some memes.
And some
you know what's crazy? We actually talked about this on an early podcast about him being the great uniter.
Yep.
By way of being just bringing light to the fact that people like him exist. So yeah, you might be on to something there. Like, oh no. But like it's almost like black lives are beginning to matter because of him. Because
right?
He, because he's the perfect example of people that, that are like, what about white lives matter? You know what I mean?
He's the perfect example of everything that's like fucked up. And it's like that people can sit down there and watch it and be like, well, damn, am I that bad? Is it that bad out here? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that bad, and you are if you support him. So I mean, yes, it's a crazy flex, man. Before we get out of here, I definitely want to say this. Looks like people was listening to our podcast, as we say all the time. Mm-hmm. People saying it's Jeff Bezos' wife, but both Hampton and Xavier one time. Who rocks the house? XU rocks the house. XXXXXXU. Anyway. We got our biggest donations in school history this week. Xavier got $20 million donation. I'm not sure how much Hampton got, but both of them got huge donations. And remember what I was talking about the same black schools always getting the donations? Mm-hmm. Somebody's be listening to BFW.
It's okay, I'll show you.
What school did he go to? Write it down.
Yeah.
And that shit would have been crazy if they would have been like, they would have donated to Xavier and Texas Southern and Westgate. I mean, UL. UL not a black college, so it don't count. Nope. They're not going to donate to you, Raj. Not happening.
It's all good.
You didn't go to a black school. We can't put you in on that one. Nope.
I would have liked to have gone to a black school.
That would have, it would have been. I would have think that would be a very interesting. I would love for you and Rumble to have went to the same black college, somewhere exotic like Fisk in Wiley in Tuskegee.
Yeah,
because I don't think I would want to go to just regular old Southern.
I think he might. You get out there, you end up enjoying.
No, I don't think so. Like that's too. Like I don't know. Like I would want to go to one of the exotic ones. Like we want to go to, one of them ones that's not in Louisiana. Maybe I ain't gonna lie. I do like the seclusion of Grambling, but like I would probably want to go to
Norfolk State.
Yeah. Give me one that's on the East Coast somewhere.
We need to put that on the podcast, on Instagram, a picture of you and say, what HBCU would Raj be best at? And have you with a whole, but like Mikey with them uniforms, like Raj, with different little sweaters from different HBCUs. What school would Raj be that guy at? Cutting? I love that as a question. What HBCU would Raj? Fam,
I would have thrived anywhere at that point in my life, so it don't even really matter.
I could see it. And you probably could have walked on to something. Like, we could have probably you definitely walked on to something like bowling or tennis or baseball. Yeah. Like, we could have probably been that.
I think I 100% could have played basketball at Xavier. Like, no doubt.
Nah. Yeah, nah.
I think so.
Yeah, nah.
Relax.
I'll get Chevis out here and I'll let him show you some shit. And he like nice. The boys was pretty good, man. I'm not right. Like, a lot of the guys,
the nation.
Yeah, no. Chevis was the point when I was there. He went to that boy played for Colorado, man. They got like, if you Google him, it's him going up against Kurt Heinrich. That boy played AAU at Lawson High School. Yeah, and then
I mean, it's just one person. What about the rest of the team? I can't be third string.
You're not gonna be the
no, Raj. No.
Mike was behind him. Mike was that dude too.
And you little too, Raj. Is not happening.
I'm just saying, the boys. The boys can play.
I'm 6'9". They don't know.
Raj. Now, Raj, if you were 6'9", like he just said, you could play for Xavier. They damn sure ain't had height. That's what it is, damn sure. Like, but before when I got there, they had them twins, Kendall and Kermit from New Orleans. Just stupid. That's kind of what them HBCUs do. But you know that, Raj. You know that as a thing. That HBCUs get like the dope undersized talent. That's like out of control.
Or the dude who went to Colorado or went somewhere big and found out, I got to really work, and I'm third string. And the dude in front of me, he cold, and he in his sophomore year, he's staying 3 years. Oh yeah, I'm out.
Exactly. And I got 2 babies. I gotta go to. I gotta get out of here. This coach at the HBCU sit there and take me, and I get to start this year, and it's black women.
And I get to bring my kids.
And I'm on the meal plan. And my kids on the meal plan.
Yeah, everybody in the apartment by myself. Yeah, I'm there.
Where I sign? I soon do I need to be there. Hey man, listen. Welcome to August, man. In the craziest year in the history of mankind, man. We 7 months down. Let's try to finish up 2020 strong, man, and all the rest of that good stuff, man. Welcome to a basketball season. Maybe that means that some stuff kind of starts feeling like a little bit more normal. Maybe we get together, watch some games. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But in the meantime, do what we always do. Have a great weekend. Make it a best friend weekend. And we are out.